Okay, connect the server. There we go. Okay, cool. Cool. And so, so I just wanted to commend you for that. And I needed to say that because, you know, I'm sure there have been people that have been with you in the industry and they've done some other things, and it's kind of taboo for a leader to say, look, we're locked and loaded with what we're doing, but here's something that you can do with your money. You know, and we both know, and this is not hot news, but we all know that in this industry, unfortunately, I think the FTC put it out in 2014, like, and they've updated it since, that 95% of people won't make a profit.
That's it.
Now, it's not that they won't make money. You'll make money, but then after expenses, conventions, auto ship, blah, 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 some people don't make a profit. And while that's, you know, there's so many different reasons why, we can't nail down any one reason. That's sometimes saddening for leaders like you and I, who've been in the top, you know, 1 to 3 to 5% for years. And we always want to, I believe we're dedicated to help bring people along. I think that's our God-given birthright, is to help bring people along. And it has saddened me many times where, you know, I've watched people over the last 20 years, and I was talking to you before we jumped on.
Most definitely.
I never missed a meeting. I never missed a PBR or home meeting. I never missed a national convention. You know, I never missed once we started doing webinars, I never missed a webinar. But what I've missed is, you know, birthday parties for my kids, recitals, you know, bridal showers, family reunions, you know.
Tell me about it.
And I'm not complaining. That's just reality. But, you know, recently I retired from network marketing. And I love it, you know.
You say you did what now?
I retired from network marketing. Yeah, after 20 years, I made an announcement on Facebook. I'm saying I'm 47 years old, and I believe I'm gonna live till I'm 200. So I hope I didn't discredit myself right now, y'all, but I'm gonna live for a long time, okay? I'm like Iron Man and Captain America. I'm gonna be here for a second. But I said for the rest of my life, I want to spend my time with my family and my friends. You know, we have 16 folks right now. We started a little tiny group on purpose. We're about to go to Cancun. You know, my wife and I, we're renting out a big old yacht for them. We're paying for their transportation to come in. We're subsidizing some of their rooms and stuff like that because we can, you know. And we're just in a good place right now. And we want to, the good thing about this, a lot of these folks were coming too. Back in the day, we did some similar things. Me and some top leaders, we got together and we paid for things. Now these folks, I have folks that's investing with us right now. They're making low end $1,000 a day to 10 grand a day. Someone just inboxed me right now. His name is Joseph Beavers. He's like, yo, bro, my next deposit, you know, he said it'll have to come out in stages. I'm gonna read this to you. And I met Joseph 2 years ago. He said, yo, I have $83,000 in pending withdrawals. I'm like, what the heck? 83. And Joseph started with me. Joseph started like June of this year. Mm-hmm. So with all that said, you know, Brother Brown asked me to share something with you guys, and I'm going to show you our back office. And I'm gonna be real direct, real frank. This is not network marketing, so you could go tell this on the mountain. You know, typically in network marketing, you got to put all disclaimers and all these other things. You don't have to do that here because we are an investment group. We're an investment group first, and we use different investment opportunities that don't require selling, that don't require auto ships. There's no auto ships. There's no product to sell. You don't have to recruit anybody and make money. We recommend that you refer people. That makes sense. Trust me. Okay. There's no meetings. We don't do any training. And I'm not knocking any of that because there's a purpose for all of that. And that's what I cut my teeth on. And that's what I was raised in for the last 20 years. But I'm in the point in my life where I want my money working for me. We all talk about the cash flow quadrant. If you're a networker, you talk about being an E. Many of you went from an E. Some of you are still self-employed, even outside of your network marketing business. If you're a network marketer, you're a B because you leverage people. Okay, and that's just what it is. Now we're I's. Let's move that leveraging people to leveraging money. Because people get sick. You know, that's life. People leave your organizations. People join other things. People get married. People get distracted. But money does none of the above.
Very powerful statement, Brother Rabu. Did you just say that you would much rather leverage money instead of leveraging people for the rest of your career?
Absolutely.
And you literally said that there's no recruiting. I think I heard you say there's no auto ship, no startup fees, no meetings.
No meetings.
Absolutely phenomenal. And that's one of the things when we had our initial conversation that I told you. And you basically hit it on the head even when you said you've never missed a national event, a regional event, a Super Saturday. As a matter of fact, my claim to fame and even my mentor's claim to fame, we haven't missed a weekend doing a meeting in years. In years. As a matter of fact, since the coronavirus hit, it's actually picked up. While it not be a physical meeting, we've been doing Zooms like madmen. Like, I mean, like madmen. And here's the thing, I'm an advocate for this industry because I truly believe that the education and the self-development that an individual will get from our industry
absolutely
will allow the average person to make above average income and get their time freedom as well.
I agree.
However, when I heard you say, and we ended up on the phone for 2 hours when we met, you know, it was divine. It was a divine connection because you literally told me, you said, listen, I don't do three-way calls. That blew me away. And for you to take my call and for us to bond and you shared your entire vision with me, which I'm going to let you, you know, break that down. But to be totally transparent, I've been in this industry and I love this industry for 30 plus years. The great thing about this industry is you get to work with people. One of the worst things about this industry is you got to work with people, right? But it was that traveling. You know, we call it a home-based business, but I was never home. Mm-hmm. Never home. I actually went through a divorce because of this industry, because I was never home. And when I was home, guess what? I've jumped out the bed. And when I said jumped out the bed, I wasn't asleep. We'll leave that at that, Brother Rabu. I've jumped out the bed to take a call from a bishop or some other big networker and not having that balance because I loved what I did. The income was always good. But again, when we talked and you told me your criteria, you said you're open to everything, but you said you asked 4 questions. Do I have to recruit anybody? So I'll listen to what you got to say. Do I have to sell anything? Is there an auto ship? Are there starter fees? I was literally blown away. And when I got to see the proof in the pudding myself and see that you put together a system, because you even threw training in there. And in my mind, I'm like, well, I hope we're going to be doing a little training or something. But when I saw your system and what you put together, I couldn't believe it. And I have proof in the pudding. I've been connected with you for a while. I'm not going to throw mine out there again just yet. But a day, we're talking a day. It is almost unbelievable. So definitely pick up where you left off if you did, Brother Rabu.
No, wonderful. And again, jump in whenever you need to jump in. My time is your time, you know, and hopefully we won't keep everybody at night. Hopefully there's no essential work because we got to work early in the morning, what have you. But yeah, I'm just going to jump into some things. And this is what I did. And I can't take, here's the credit I took. This all started, I can't take any credit. So this is exactly how this started. I have a partner, his name is Russell Hayes. He's an introvert. So what we do and we've done for years, we do websites and printing for network marketing companies, some top ones. We work with their big leaders. We work with TLC, we work with Nerium, we work with Secrets, we work with OG, we work with all of them. We work with World Global Networks. We do caption pages, we do websites, we do printing, we do all this. So my job is to go out and get the contracts. His job is to do operations. And he's like my man from Penitentiary. Just going to date some of y'all. His name is Seldomly Seen, okay? Some of y'all, the young folks like Penitentiary, that's an old love movie about boxing. But nonetheless, you won't see him. He's an introvert. He doesn't want to talk to anybody. He's just like that. But he's a great person. And so he brought something to my attention. And he was kind of scared. Not scared because I'm no tough guy. But he's like, look, man, I know you said, you know, you really don't want to look at any more network marketing stuff. But he sent me an email. He's very passive aggressive in this matter. He sent me an email. He said, could you please look at this? So I read the email, and I'm in the point like I'm never doing network marketing again. I'm retiring, so on and so forth. I'm fully retired then. So I read the email, and one thing that got my attention, because I know how much he works. He works very hard in our businesses. We own multiple businesses together. He said he lost the email. He signed up with this company 2 years ago. He lost the email because we have all type of servers and stuff that we always do. We have accounts that we lost during COVID, so we had to drop their emails and all this other stuff. So he was going through some stuff, and he found the old email from 2 years ago of this investment platform that he signed up for. And he's like, let me throw a couple of dollars in, let's see if I make any money. Well, the company for the last 2 years have been trying to send him his money, but he didn't open that email. So he sends me the email. I'm reading the email. He said, look, man, he said he threw some money in it first. So he threw some money in. I said, you know the routine. Show me the back office. Let's do a screen share. So he showed me the screen share. We jumped on the Zoom, and he showed me where he made 50% of his money within 3 days. And I was like, okay. So I threw some money in too. And I said, let me just throw $400 in. I threw $400 in, what have you. And I threw it in because I have a rule. Whenever investing, only invest what you can afford to lose. Not what you can afford to make, what you can afford to lose.
That's it.
And so I threw $400 in real quick, and I made my money back within 2 days. The 400 turned into 600. No, the 400 turned into 600. So then he came up with this old plan and he's not a bad guy, but he's smart. He's extremely smart. He's like, look, I'll come up with this figure, that we can make you money faster. And he did that. And I guess the company caught wind of it, and they did this thing called reset, blah, blah, blah. But I was due to make $800 the next day, and the company reinvested, blah, blah, blah. But that was a good thing. That was a good thing because the company restructured some things. And in that restructuring, that $400 that I put in, to date, I made over $220,000. Okay. And so I'm going to do some screen shares, and I'm going to actually pull up Brother Derek's website. Brother Derek and Brother Zach, they both have websites. They'll give them to you later on, but I'm going to pull up their websites. I'll do a screen share. I'll pull up their websites. And you guys will have a website. You'll be able to get a website just like this. And the reason why I'm going to recommend this website, this is very, very important. When we approach people about investment groups, everybody joined. I brought in 700 plus people. Last time I counted, it may be close to 800 right now because I get about 10 to 15 people join with me every day. I brought in 700 plus personal people since May 31st. Now, back in the day, I've been a big recruiter. I recruited big in other companies. I made 6 figures in every network marketing company I've been in. And one of them I made 7 figures in. Okay, so I've been a big recruiter, but not like this. And this is why I've been able to, we don't even say recruit here, we say refer. This is why I've been able to refer so many people. When I approach anybody, I say, look, and this is my little simple conversation. I said, we get to talking, family, friends, whatever. And then I drop some stuff on Facebook. My favorite thing is y'all better stop playing. I always say that, brother. Y'all better stop playing and join this thing. So I just mess with them. I mess with people all the time with love. And so I sent them this link. And I said in the link, and it says no recruiting, no auto ship, no sales, blah, 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 blah. It's an investment group. And everyone who's listening to me right now, everybody, you guys are either savvy investors, whether it's real estate, whether it's the market, whether whatever. Some of you invest right now. You know what I'm talking about. But then some of you don't invest as much. But everybody either wants to invest their money in something that's going to turn for them, or they are investing their money in things that's turning for them. Would that be fair to say, brother?
Most definitely. I agree.
And so when I approach someone about an investment group, now I want you to understand something. For years, I've approached people, hey, do you keep your business options open? Would you be interested in looking at the opportunity? If I can show you how to way to make some extra money part-time, I've done that for 20 years. When I approach somebody and we having a casual conversation, I was like, oh yeah, I'm part of this little investment group. I make a little bit of money. I said, well, what's more importantly, my friends, take it off me. My friends are making anywhere between $1,000 to $10,000 a day in this investment group. Would you like to see the link? Who says no to that? Even the haters say no. Even the haters say yes. Nobody says no. Even people who might be a little envious and jealousy, or I don't do competition personally. I only compete in spades and sports. That's it. I don't compete in business or relationships at all. Okay, because I want everybody to have the same as me, if not more. But even people who I know, sometimes looking at me with the green eye, they're like, yeah, send me the information. I sent them the information and they went bonkers and they referred so many people. I have my goddaughter's mother. This is what she said to me. She said, I'll join, but I'm not recruiting nobody, Rabu. She said, I'm not talking to nobody because right now she's working on her weight and she's doing real good. She dropped like 60 pounds, something like that. It's amazing. She said, I'm focused on my weight. My husband makes a lot of money. She said, I'm not talking to nobody. She's our number 2 recruiter in the whole entire organization. She recruited like 200 people already, and she started mid-July.
Look at that.
So I'm gonna open up some sites. I'm gonna open up a site that you guys have an opportunity to get a site, and this is important. It's a promo site that you use to promote your business. What's great about this, you're not gonna have to talk to anybody. You're not gonna have to convince anybody. All you do is send them your link, and I do a little quick blurb about why we're investing. Then this is about cryptocurrency, guys. Bitcoin, for those who aren't familiar with Bitcoin, it's funny. I was talking to somebody, they said, I heard about Bitcoin. I was watching Greenleaf last week, and it was on the pastors, put some money in Bitcoin. I started cracking up, and it was cool. But that was their first experience, and I watched Greenleaf. It's so funny. That was their first experience to Bitcoin. And some of you might be like, what is this Bitcoin stuff? And I've heard about it, so on and so forth. I want you to remove any doubt because it's easier than you can imagine. Because we have people in their high 70s making $5,000 to $10,000 a day in their high 70s. Ooh. I just told Brother Derek, a gentleman just called me in tears. He just knocked out $70,000 worth of student loans within the last 3 weeks. That's life-changing. $70,000 in student loans within the last 3 weeks. My wife and I had some debt. We are 100. Now, we've made millions, but we've been in foreclosure. Life goes just like this. Okay? I'm direct. And brother like you, unfortunately, we didn't get divorced, but I was on the brink of divorce. We was on the brink of divorce because of this. I don't want to say it was network marketing. I want to say it wasn't the time spent that we need. The time spent. Relationships mean time spent.
There you go.
Period. Love is an action word. Okay, it's not a possession word. It's an action word. And when you can't show up for people, people stop showing up for you.
That's
and
it.
When I was showing up so much in the industry, I wasn't showing up where I need to show up. And so we have people now, we joking, and you guys get a chance to look at our Facebook group. I'm gonna show you this. I'm like, y'all always on Facebook. They're like, we don't have nothing else better to do. I love it. I love it. We're joking all the time. We're putting memes in there because people are happy. And it's not just the money. They're free. They're free, and that's important. And so I'm gonna open some things up. I forgot your username. Well, I'm gonna do screen share real quick. Okay. And don't mind my crazy screen right now, y'all. I got some things going on here. Let's go see. Okay, Bink, let's do this. Okay. I'm gonna go to, what did you say your username was?
Brown Biz.
Brown B-I-Z.
Yep.
And I can't type, y'all. I got 2 degrees and I can't type. Investors group. I think that's right. Nope, that's not it. Boom. Okay, let's do this. BROWNBIZ dot. I pasted mine there earlier. Let me see. Nope, that's not it either. Hold on. We're gonna
put the .com at the end, maybe.
Actually, it's .group.
Oh, okay.
I have another way to find it. Hold on. So for the folks at home, y'all could do this because I'm messing up a little bit already. This is impromptu, so this is not staged. No, this is not. Okay, good. Oh, it's United Investors Group. See?
Oh, that's right.
I'm the president, and I don't know what it is. It's all good. Brown.biz. Okay, let's copy here. Okay, paste. And bam, there's your site.
Wow, look at that pretty site.
All right, and I'm gonna go into my back office. I just want to show you guys a layout. You all will be able to get sites like this. A site like this can cost a lot of money, but it doesn't. My partner, my IT people, let me make this real clear. I'm not here selling sites. Okay, and I would tell you if I'm like, look, we selling site, that's not my agenda right now. My agenda, and this has been my mission forever. And my wife and I, we sitting down the other day, and I said this on Facebook, and I meant this. I said, my number one purpose in life, number one, over my wife and my children, and I'll say this every day, is to help as many people become financially free as humanly possible. That's it. That's number one. Then my wife comes second. My children come. Now God comes first, obviously. You know, then to help as many people become financially free as humanly possible, then my wife, then my children, in that order. Now, why do I say that? My wife and my children, they're encompassed in that group because I want them to become financially free also. You with me? But the reality is, this is my purpose. My friends call me the Harry Tubman of financial freedom. You know, this is my purpose. And so I'm not here to sell sites. I want to come back 2 weeks from now, a month from now, you know, jump on a Zoom with y'all, or y'all in the Facebook group posting all your testimonies. That's what gets me going. And so everyone will get a site like this where I do a 6-minute introduction about investments and why it's important to get your money working for you. It's simple, but then people will see no selling, no recruiting or referring is necessary. If you want to recruit, you can. No registration, no monthly, no annual fees. Not required to provide any sensitive information or personal information. That's important. We have some low risk investments and some high risk investments. You can earn 0.5% up to 50% daily. Withdraw your earnings every day. And we have a support group, which is very, very, very important. Okay. We have testimonials here. Here's Dr. Cindy Quirk. I'll see her. Here's a young lady named Carla Boehner. Carla has never made a dime in network marketing. Not once. She's been in multiple things. Carla's balling right now. Just took her mother down to the big old thing in Atlantic City. She paid off all her debt. And Carla said, she said, Rabu, I followed you in many things, but I'm glad, you know, we rock and roll here. Lisa's from Dubai. She's killing the game. My man Kirk from Bermuda. I just met Kirk, you know. Felipe, I don't even know Felipe, but I know he's one of the folks in the group. Again, Dr. Cindy Court. And these are just some testimonies. Bobby Blackburn. I just met Bobby Blackburn 4 months ago. Totally debt free now. And so and then my man right here, Don Baylor. He's a crazy cat and he's making a lot of money. So you're gonna get it. First thing we tell people, don't take our word for it. Go to our Facebook group. So let me click on the Facebook group so you guys can see for yourself. So this is our group. We got some t-shirts in there right now. So this is just additional training that'll run you through some things where you need to know information. But here's somebody, look at this. Somebody said, keep coming. They just made $158. They're probably brand new with us. It's all good. You're welcoming people to the page. Look what somebody said. I'm so excited. I just realized I'm one drop from being debt free. God is good. One deposit from being debt free. You know, and Facebook been acting a little crazy lately. But you guys have an opportunity to go here and look through the group. We also have a support group. So if you have questions, you know, we have a support group as well. And this support group is designed for setup. It's to help you with setup for our different opportunities. So it's all setup. You go here, you have setup questions because it is Bitcoin and some people have questions, all right? So I want to see you there first. Now, let's go back to your link. So we tell people, you don't have to take our word for it. Go check out our group. And it's testimony after testimony after testimony. People make $1,000 a day. Now, this is Bitcoin. It's Bitcoin in, Bitcoin out. So in order to invest in our different opportunities, you have to have cryptocurrency wallets, which some of you already have, okay? If you don't have a wallet, you'll be able to get a wallet, whether it's Coinbase, Xcoins, Cash App. You can buy Bitcoin with Cash App. Coin Mama is a good one. Binance, if you're United States, if you're international, we got Binance for the international people. You can buy Bitcoin because you need to buy Bitcoin. You put it into our platforms, you make money, you take it out, put it in your bank, or do whatever you want to do with it. Okay? Now here are the investment groups. We have one that's highly volatile and high risk. And this is what I say, don't invest in anything that you can't afford to lose, but I'll go into my back office and show you that one. We have this one, very low risk, very high potential. This one only requires a one-time investment of roughly $65. One time. You don't have to share anything with anybody. And you'll still make money. It'll take you maybe 2 or 3 months. But if you do share stuff with people, you will make a ton of money. And so we get people to join all the phases. This one right here, and this one I made like $30,000. You'll see, I'm gonna show you my back office. I think I made close to $30,000 in this one in 2 weeks. You know? And this one turns up to 400% of your money. Now, why is that important? Some of us, you know, you might have a CD, you might have some stocks. If you're real good, you may have, do whole life insurance, whatever. You may, some people, if you're lucky, you're making 10% a year in your money. Maybe you're flipping real estate. Maybe you're making 20%, 30%. You know, we're making 400%. That's huge. Okay. Then we have mirror trading. This one is compound. That's supposed to say compound, not interest, but compound profits. I'll explain that. I'll show you my back office on that one. And then mortgage notes. So we have a gentleman, a friend of mine. He wrote a book. He's been doing mortgage notes since 2008. He's made, I think, over $1 billion. Okay. If anybody knows anything about mortgage notes, and if you don't know anything about mortgage notes, you can't get in. You can go take a $20,000 course, a $50,000 course. There's no end. After you take that $50,000 course, they're going to say, good luck, go get them. You have to be in with Goldman Sachs. You got to be in with Bank of America. You got to get an in. He's our in. He's our connect. And he has a good plan in place. God forbid something happens to him, we're still connected. So we get our hands on mortgage notes, which is huge. And I met him at Ty Lopez's house. Some of you may know who Ty Lopez is. If you ever heard of Grant Cardone, you've heard of Ty Lopez, okay? So Ty Lopez, I met him at his house one night in New York City at a penthouse party. And I met this gentleman, I met Hazel in the mortgage notes. And we were talking and we were talking about goals. And, you know, I'm big on goals. And he said, hey, man, what's your plans? What's your goals? And I said, well, this is 2018. I said, in 2019, I want to own 30 rental properties. And he said, why would you own properties when you can own paper? And I'm like, paper? He said, yeah, why would you want to be a landlord? And he wasn't discrediting landlords because he'd been there, done that. He said, why would you want to be a landlord where you could be the bank? I was like, well, how can I be the bank? We started talking. It took us a year and a half to meet up. He's very busy, but now he's my personal mentor. And he and his wife are going to help all of us make money, a ton of us. Took me a year and a half to really get where we're working together. He charges $300,000 for personal mentorship. Period. Not a penny under. And he gets it. Because he's helped people turn their $300,000 with the personal mentorship up into millions of dollars. However, he's not charging us $300,000 worth of anything because he's going to collectively work with us. You know, and that's just another standpoint. So why do we have all these different investments? This is our high risk money, right now money. This is one-time investment money. This is up to 400% of your money. This is compound profits. As you make money, it turns over daily. And this is our long-term walk away, lazy. I own 20 different, 30 different properties and they're paying me the mortgage every month. Not rent. I'm getting the mortgage. And God forbid something happens, we have to pay $10,000 to $11,000 foreclose on them. We now own that house. We can sell on the market just like that the next day. People do this every second of the day, and they're power brokers. We've all heard the expression power brokers, and it's an end that a lot of people don't have an end on. So let me go ahead and jump into some of my back offices here. So we're going to jump into Crypto 300 first, and I'm going to show you one of my 5 accounts. You can have multiple accounts, but do everything wide. Do not build deep or you will lose money. Okay? If you build deep, you will lose money. I'll say it one more time. If you build deep, you will lose money. Do everything wide. They're not network marketing. It's affiliate based, but it goes 3 levels deep. Build everything wide. It'll go deep on its own. Trust me. So this is one of my accounts. And Brother Brian, you can see my screen still, right?
I sure can, sir.
Okay. At night, a lot of people go on because they're an international company, so things might be a little slow. Okay. So this pop-up always pops up. So right now from referrals today, not yesterday, not this week, today, from people joining, investing their money to make money for them and their family, I made $30,859.35 today. That's cash money. All right, I just want to let everybody know that. That's today. Now.
Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday. So, and in this account, referral-wise, I brought on this account. I brought on 348 people. On my second level is 1,700. On my third level is 3,000. But I have other accounts too, because they won't pay you over. They cap you at $20,000 a day. When I first started, they capped you at $10,000 a day. So I'm like, oh my God, I can't take it. So I'm getting $10,000 every day. So one day I made 15,000. So I went in to try to take out 10,000, and I didn't know this. And it's like, the maximum we'll only release is 10,000 a day. So the next day I made 10,000. I want y'all to hear what happened. So when I finally started making 10,000 a day, I made my 10,000. I'm excited. I took it out, left some change in there. So the next day I made 10,000. I went to take the money out. I made 15,000. So I went to take the money out. It said you only can take out 10,000. So I said, okay, I'll take out the 5,000 tomorrow. Well, the next day I made another 15. You guys get it? So it was 5,000 left in there. I made another 15. So I got to take out 10. There was 20 left in there. I said, they're not going to get the kid that way. I start opening up other accounts, and now I recruit to those accounts, and I'm making my money there. So this one is capped off. It is what it is, because like today, it's $30,000 I made today. I only get to take out 20 today. 10 is going to be stuck in there. I hope that made sense to everybody. So let me go to my wallet. So my wallet right now, here are my pending withdrawals. So these will all pop out since the 11th. So this 20,000 one, this is not, when you guys start to enroll with these, you want to do your money express withdrawal. Do not do regular withdrawal. Regular withdrawal could take up to 3 weeks. Do not do regular withdrawal. And you'll see training on this. Do express withdrawal. So right here, my regular withdrawal, I got 20,000 coming out. That's a regular withdrawal. And I didn't learn this until some of my team members figured this out. I didn't learn this until the 13th. I've been doing this since May 31st. I didn't learn this until the 13th of August. So I'm learning every day. So I got 20,000 due to come out. I got 7,500 due to come out. This will take a while, but this money's gonna come out like yesterday. 5,600, 5,600. This will all these will start dropping tomorrow, right? And this is all other money that's dropped, 5,005. I get it dropped in pieces now. 2,800, 10,000, 10,000. I could go previous and next. Let's see here. Let's go next screen. And I'll show you why I got it coming out in smaller increments than bigger increments in a minute. So here's a 10,000, 8,000. They were smaller here, but then they just start jumping, and they start jumping like crazy. But this is when they had a limit where we only could take out X amount a day. And so let me go. Yeah. And see, I had a 20,000 here that was referred since the 20th, and I canceled it. And then I canceled it, but then I got it broken down in little small pieces because they didn't want to release my whole 20,000. I said, no problem. My little whiz partner, he said, Rabu, just break it down in small pieces. Don't try to take the whole 20,000 out at one time. So I canceled that bad boy. Then I started breaking up in small pieces. Then I got that money out. There's training on this in the Facebook page. Okay, and that's important. So this is just one account. So this is how this works. With this company, whatever you invest, you're gonna make 50%. There are people in their server right now. So when there are too many people in their server, they need to invest more money in the server. So this is a highly volatile one, but it's high yield. Okay, highly volatile but high yield. Sometimes you just have to refresh. Okay, so this is how it works. When I joined a little bit before May 31st, they were paying us 50% on our money. But then on May 31st, it went to 10%. So let me explain this to you. And the next couple of weeks, it's going to go to 10%, which is a good thing. If you invest, we're going to use whole numbers. I'm going to keep these numbers regular. If you invest $100, within 11 days, you'll make your $100 back. Within 17 days, you'll make 50% of your 100. So you make $150. You'll make your $100 back, then you pick up your 50 by 17 days. Where can you go, put in $100, and within 17 days, turn it into $50 extra? Or let's make these numbers different. Where can you go where you could put in 10,000? And 17 days later, get your 10,000 back in 11 days, plus your 5,000 on top of that. This is happening every day. And while I'm here, it's the weekend, it pays half. I forgot to cash out today. So let me cash out while y'all are here. Okay. So right now I'm about to cash out, and it's half on the weekends. So it would be more than this if it wasn't a weekend. Get paid now. Tell you what I'm getting paid today.
This is every single day, guys.
15,524 today.
Wow.
So close that out. Boom. I hit refresh. Y'all gonna see that 30,000 jump up to, it'll go into my packs, I think. Yeah. So that 6,000 that was there, 600 you jumped up to an extra. Y'all can do the math on that. It's I hate this thing. At night, it's a lot of people on their server, so it gets crazy. This is our only volatile one. Everything else is rocking and rolling. But we have an investment portfolio. So just like some U.S. stock portfolios, you have some that are high risk, you have some are low risk. Okay, this is our high risk one right here. All right, but we recommend that you get involved in all four. All of our folks are involved in, all five. All of our folks are involved in all of them because they're smart. This one is your Atlantic City, Vegas, lottery, scratch off money, but it's a lot of money. The other ones are your pay your student loans off, pay your house off, pay for retirement, walk away in the sunset money. This is your now money. The other money is and that money comes fast too, but just not as fast as this. I hope that makes sense and that resonates with some folks. Okay. And so let me try to refresh this again. There's bars in the way for Zoom. And I'm not going to be on here too long because I want to keep you all night. I know some folks got to do some stuff tomorrow, but this gets exciting. We're only talking about one of the phases right now. This will come through, but make a long story short, that 30,000 and 16,000 will show up here. Okay, there it is. So right now, and I can withdraw this. So now because it's such a high number, when I go to withdraw this 16,000, it might not give me express withdrawal. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. That's the only thing with this. Oh yeah, I got express withdrawal. Aha. So I can withdraw right now at the 5,000. That's level 4. That'll come like tomorrow. Or I could wait a couple of days and withdraw 15,000. So I got a little patience in my life. I'll wait a couple of days and withdraw 15,000. 15,713. You have to do the exact amount times 80. Well, no, let me just do 15713. 15713. Okay, withdraw. Confirm. Return the wallet. And this will be in my Coinbase account. It takes like 3 to 4 days. This will be in my Coinbase account within 3 to 4 days. Okay, when you do express withdrawal. And you see that express withdrawal just fell here in the 17. All right, so again, this platform, and let me one more example. Right now, we're trading at 38%. I showed you the example of trading at 10%, but right now we're trading at 38%, and they're doing the trading. You're not trading anything. So you're investing, you're letting them trade, and right now we're at 38% right here. So people are investing at 38%. They're making their principal back in 3 days. They're making their profit in 4. I always say 4 to 7. Whatever number you see here, always add some numbers on it because I don't ever want to overpromise. Always, even though the company says you make your principal back in 3, you make your profit in 4. I tell people you make your principal back in 3, you make your profit in 6. Because when they get it back in 4, I'm a hero. Okay? Eventually it's going to be 50%. When I started, it was at 50%, but then it dropped back down to 10, which is a good thing. You know, it'll go from 50, it'll drop back down to 10. And so you guys are in a good position. You guys started at 38%. Now, very important. Don't invest a lot right now. You know, again, invest what you can afford to lose. But no one on my team has lost a dime. And it's thousands of us. It's over 9,000 of us. Nobody's lost a dime. But invest what you can afford to lose. Okay? So I want to get that out the way. Any questions on this program, Brother Brown, before I go to the next one?
No, sir. You're fine.
Okay, wonderful. So I'm going to close a lot of these screens here. And I'm going to pick up. And I know you guys are going to have questions. We have a Facebook group for questions, setup questions, okay? We have 15 moderators. And if you ask anything that's not due to setup, they will delete your questions. You'll never see it make the page. Setup questions if you have setup questions. Okay, so my other platform is Auto BTC. This one, I want you guys to remember this. This is a one-time investment. One time. You never have to put money here again. And the investment right now is 0.0056 Bitcoin, which comes to about $60. I'll show you how much I made in a second. Off of at the time when I started, it was only $50 investment because Bitcoin wasn't at what it was now. Bitcoin's like at like 12,000, 11,000 something right now. So it was a higher investment. It was a lower investment when I joined. But now, because Bitcoin went up, it's like 60 something dollars. I'll tell you exactly what it is once this comes open. Okay, proceed. You know, when you're doing Zoom, you got all these windows open, things move a little slower. And one thing I was mentioning to Brother Brown was I told him, I said, look, I'll show back office. Because I don't want to get on here and say, oh yeah, you can do this, you can do that, blah, blah, blah. We're going to show you back office. And then when you do enroll, there's training on how to get everything set up. We did everything in place. The reason why we had to do it in place, I brought on 700 plus people. I can't walk 700 people through this. I don't want to. And I just don't have the mental capacity to do so. So since I've been involved with this company, a very short period of time, I made, let's go to Google.
While you're pulling it up, Brother Rabu, I literally
off a $50 investment. Say it again.
No. I was saying while you were pulling that up, everybody knows I'm low tech. And I literally just sat down last night and signed up on our programs. As you know, I was already in crypto 300. And right. I just watched the instructional video that you had for each platform. So people are going to definitely have to be able to just follow simple instructions, because I just sat there, watched your instructional video, did what you said to do, and moved on to the next one and did the same thing. Very simple, very cookie cutter.
Perfect. And you're going to need to do this, ladies and gentlemen, without distractions. Turn off the TV. Don't eat. I'm dead serious. Have your children go somewhere. Tell a dog to go here. You need to be focused. And this is what I do. Whenever I'm doing any type of training I'm watching, I'll pull it up on one device, do the work on the other device, so I can pause, stop. Don't try to commit anything to memory. Are you with me? And I'm sure that's the way you did it, Brother Brown.
Most definitely.
All right, so this is how much I made with this company since we got started. I made $16,635 off a $50 investment.
Wow.
Okay. Now with this company, this is freakish. And they're even giving away money. I'm number one. Thank God. To God be the glory. Right now, I'm the number one person with this company. I just got started. So my person got me involved. They called me like, yo, what are you doing? I said, listen, this is what I'm doing. I'm telling people, you don't have to sell. There's no auto ship. There's no startup costs. There's no meetings. You don't have to recruit. Take a look at my link. I said, that's what I'm doing. And right now, I actually have two positions here. So I'm number 1 and number 3 in the entire company. And they've been around for 4 years. They've been around for 4 years. They're out of Florida, rock solid company. And I'm, again, I don't say this to toot my own horn at all, but when I reach out to people, I say no sales, no startup costs, no auto ship, no recruiting. You can recruit. I recommend you do. You don't have to. Okay. No product to sell. No, people are like, all you do is invest. They're like, send me the link. And so I want to show you something that's real cool about this company. What I love about this is once you get involved, it's a 2x2 network. Now, I know that a lot of people, and I don't say anything negative about anything, and I got to put this disclaimer. I know that a lot of people doing the susus and the boards and all that stuff. This is not that, okay? Because with here, on every level, you get paid on every level. So I got paid on this level today. Let's see. Because every level cycles. So today's the 16th. I got paid this today. Watch this. Let me copy this. Copy. Let me go back to Bitcoin. This is what I do. I spend most of my time doing this. I made, and that's right, 197. Okay, yeah, it's 197. That's not bad. On this position, then I made, because what'll happen is you'll pop off these levels every day. Even though once you do the one-time investment here, If you don't bring in anybody, eventually you're going to have yellow people underneath you. Yellow people is spillover. If you don't bring in anybody, you're going to see yellow people. Blue people are people you personally brought on board. When this fills up, the company's going to automatically pop you to this level. Then when you get here, this is going to fill in with spillover. I just cycled one of these. That's why, remember, I copied that number. I just cycled one of these. That's why it's empty right now. Then you're going to manually upgrade to this level with your profits. Yellow people spill over, blue people are personal. Then, like I'm on level 4 right now, I got some spillover on level 4. I didn't even bring anybody on level 4, and I'm getting spillover. I mean, that's level 3, and then I'm in level 4. So let me show you something. The training will explain this a little bit more. So this is today's the 16th or yesterday's the 16th? Today's the 16th? Yep.
Yes,
so this cycle today, these are people I brought on board, but that's spillover. All the yellow is spillover. I didn't bring these folks on board. I love everybody with the love of God. I don't know where they're coming from, but they fall in my organization. Whenever you see blue, it's somebody I brought on board. Whenever you see yellow, it's spillover. And I like the yellow too. You know,
I see that brown biz in there.
Who's that?
I saw that brown biz in there.
There you go. Okay, see, and it's crazy. Then and look, so you didn't bring. You know these people?
No, sir.
Absolutely. When you look at it, it's going to be yellow. You see, it is a wonderful thing. And this was great, ladies and gentlemen. Whatever level you're on, you're going to be, even though I'm no longer on this feeder level, I still make money on this level every day. Even though I'm not on this level anymore, I still make money. So even as you move up in the levels, you'll still make money from the levels that are behind you. It's crazy.
Wow, solid long term. That's
strong. Long term. Look, this is one-time $65 investment for folks to get $50 when I joined.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. So now let's go on to, actually this is phase 3. I went to this one on accident. Let's go to phase 2. So that was phase 3. Let's go to, now this one right here. Good Lord. So and I get excited when I look. Now with this one, everyone's going to have to get a VPN. If you don't already currently have a VPN, you're going to have to register for a VPN, and we have a link to get you a VPN. A VPN just masks your site. So because with this one, if you're from the United States, you can't sign up yet. However, we get a VPN. You sign up with a VPN. It's explained in the training. And then you can sign up. We all of us pick Canada. Everybody picks Canada. Okay, but you'll see it in the training. So I'm going to log in. And with this one, you're going to always have to do Google Authenticator. It's very important to everybody. You got to do Google Authenticator. All right? So I'm going to log in. It's going to tell me to put in my Google Authenticator code that pops up on my phone. This one. Okay. Nah, you got to do Google Authenticator fast, so it switches up on you. Okay. And I'll show you how much I made in this one. And we literally just started with this. So, and this is great. So far, I made $29,580. You know, my volume is ridiculous. This is cash money right here, lifetime cash. Now, so let me explain this company. So this company, you get paid 4 ways. One way is through trading. So I have $10,000 in there through trading, and you get a matrix too. So you get paid on a matrix. This is very important, ladies and gentlemen. My wife is in here. She didn't recruit one person. She got a matrix check this weekend and a trading check. So this is another opportunity where you don't have to recruit anybody. So off a $10,000 investment a week and a half ago, I made $578. Some of y'all do the percent on that. That's not bad. $10,000 investment pulled me $578 in a week. So let's do the bank. Let's do the bank. So I'm pulling my little trusty calculator here. Now, what does the bank pay a year? Like 0.6% a year on average?
Correct.
Or maybe 1% a year. Let's be generous and say a bank is paying you 2% a year. Is that generous?
Very.
That don't happen though. So I'm gonna put 2,000 in here. 10,000 times 0.2%.
Now, Brother Rabu, while you're doing that, what's the minimum pardon me, the minimum someone can start off.
Minimum investment is $300.
That's crazy.
And this is not a startup cost. This is your money.
It's an immediate investment, not for a package coming in the mail.
No package,
no
nothing. Your money to invest it. So I put in 10,000 humbly, okay? And if it was the bank, it would take the bank a year to pay me at 2% on my 10,000. And that's if I, no banks is paying 2%, okay? Well, on 10%, on my 10,000, I made $578 in a week and a half. And they pay every Saturday. And you could take your money out every day. Okay? You'll see all the details on that. And look, guys, they got bonuses. Look at their bonuses. I like bonuses. And I've gotten promoted pretty quick. I've already went through executive manager. I'm almost close to the director position. But look at their bonuses. This is pretty cool. Leadership prizes. Now, again, this is important. While they do have a network marketing model, you don't have to recruit. But you want to bring people on board because people are going to join these phases anyway because they get to invest. So first prize is the iPad. I already won that. Second prize is the Rolex. I'll win that too. Then you got a trip. Then they give a Porsche away. They give a Ferrari and then a Lamborghini. So these are pretty cool gifts, you know. And so one good thing here, they have a matrix. And some of you are going to fall in the matrix. And it's a force matrix. It's a 3x10. There's nothing you could do to keep you out of the matrix. Let me go matrix tree. So it started with me. And they pull it up. It's a whole bunch of people in my matrix. Let's see here. Unilevel. Matrix person. I'm new to this, just so you guys know. Let's see, is it here? Or maybe it's just not updating. Matrix tree. It's just not updating. Because if I pull up my Unilevel tree, let's see if that pulls up. Okay, my Unilevel tree, people I personally brought on board, is quite a few. Their back office is pretty in some aspects, but it's not pretty in all aspects. So, but it's not pretty in all aspects, just so you guys know. It's not the prettiest back office. But yeah, so I made it smaller so you can see it's a lot of people in here. Probably hard to see. But again, with this platform, this is very, very important. These are the ways you get paid. Trading, bare capital. If you don't want to recruit anybody, you'll make matrix money and you'll make trading money without recruiting anybody. But if you want to share this with people so they can trade also, you're going to make fast start money. You're going to make Unilevel money. Here's my Unilevel money. Here's fast start money. And you get fast start money every time somebody invests. So one of my boys the other day, he invested $50,000. When he invested $50,000, he invested $50,000. I made 70% with the 30%. I'll tell you exactly how much I made. Sorry about that, guys. Just do the math. 50,000 times 0.30. 50,000. On 10,000, I made 1,500. I made 5 times. I made 1,500 times 5. I made $7,500 when he invested 50,000. Now, what is he going to make on his 50,000? If he doesn't do anything, if he never talks to anybody, in 28 weeks, his 50,000 will turn into $100,000. If he doesn't talk to anybody in 28 weeks, if he never even opens his back office, the minimum he will make in 28 weeks is $100,000 on that 50. If he never opens his back office. I hope so this is that long-term money. They have a corporate office. You can call them. They're in Panama. So you guys do the research on them. So this was phase 2. I showed you phase 3. Let me show you phase 4. Any questions on this one?
No, sir. You're good to go.
All right. Phase 4. It's called MTI trading. Now this one is cool because this one is all compound interest. Now, since I've been involved with this one, I brought on personally 774 folks. Brother Ron, how many people have spilled over? I told you to get some spillover the next couple of days. How many folks in your organization that you know of?
I did. The day you told me, the day I signed up, there was 2 already. And I've been grinding and haven't looked back there since. So it's been 2 days, 3 days since I hadn't looked at it.
Okay, it's going to be a lot. It'll be more than 2 when you look next year.
That's for sure.
So some of y'all familiar with binaries. You don't, let me make this very clear. You don't have to recruit anybody. I want to make that very, very clear.
That's it.
If you invest your money here, so I invested $5,000. On my $5,000 so far in trading, I made, well, because Bitcoin went up, I made money on Bitcoin. That's number one. So because Bitcoin went up, I made money on Bitcoin. And I could go look at my trades every day. They're doing a trade. I don't have to trade anything. I could go look at my trades every day. My trading bonus report. Every day I can see how much money I made in trades every day. If I want to hit view, well, let's go with today's date, the 14th. Yeah, they trade Monday, they trade Monday through Friday. So they show you all your stop losses. Everybody else is learning Forex and learning trading. Y'all can learn it. You like it, I love it. You can learn it all day long. I'm letting these folks trade. These are all these trades that happened that day. And my profit on that trade, close the profit loss. I'll figure out how to read this. My net profit on that, my net profit on those trades was 20.2.69%. There's a training on this, guys. And again, I'm figuring this stuff out as we go along also. Okay, here we go. $1,166. $1,166. That was on my money. That's how much I made on my money. Now, I don't take any of this money out. It's compounding. So tomorrow they'll keep trading my money, keep trading my money, keep trading my money. They'll show you a compound interest chart. Well, you can't call it compound interest, but a compound profit. Within 3 years, it'll be within 3 years, I have like $11 million. $11 million in 3 years. I'll wait the 3 years. So now that's just trading. That's just trading. And again, guys, you don't have to trade anything. You don't have to bring on anybody. But trust me, you're going to be just like my goddaughter's mother. You're going to bring on everybody you know. Here's my binary report. So this is how much money I made in the binary. Binary income. They pay binary once a week. So I made that much in the binary. And I'm not concerned about making a lot of money in the binary. I like to trade more than anything. Then once you become okay, I went to resource. Once you become binary qualified, oh, here's another place to look at all this. Let me show you another place. A short place to look at your money every day. So here's my total wallet, because I took money out already. Here's how much I made since I've been involved. This has been 2 weeks. So let's go back to Bitcoin. This is how much I made in 2 weeks. $6,863 in 2 weeks. So, and this is, I'm making money a couple of ways. I'm making money trading. I'm making money in the binary. Okay, if Bitcoin goes up, I'm making money on the money I invested. I got 22 shares. You guys will figure this out too. I got 22 shares in a leadership pool. That means people got binary qualified. That means they got their 2. And then there's a higher leadership pool there. So if you help 2 get their 2, it's just more money. That's all it is. And you guys will figure this out. You'll know way more about this than I do. Trust me. You'll know way more about this than I do. Okay. And then so this is level 4. And then level 5, let's go back to your website. It was Biz Brown, or Brown Biz?
Brown Biz.
Yep. And level 5 is mortgage notes. And I'm going to explain mortgage notes, and then we'll be pretty much done. But I'm going to recommend everybody, get in where you fit in. But I have people, again, and I have people invest in all 5 phases. Well, the only one that we can't get involved in until the 1st of October. You can register for the class, but you really can't start taking the class. I'm sorry, to the 1st of September are the mortgage notes. That's the only one. And you'll find how to get involved in mortgage notes. Some people just go straight to mortgage notes. They're like, look, the class costs $5,000. Remember, he mentors people, and God is my witness. I don't make a red cent. And I told Brother Brown is I don't make a red cent off of you guys taking a mortgage note class. Not a penny. None. Zero. I want to make that very, very clear. So, and I'm very transparent. You can ask them. There's no wink behind the door. There's no behind the corporate bell. Yeah, Rabu, we're going to slide you some money. It's not that type of party. Okay. He's mentoring me, you know, on a very high level. And that's worth way more than getting some little chips off of somebody paying for a class. You know, I don't step over, you know, dollars to pick up pennies. And so with mortgage notes, I explain mortgage notes in details. You want to watch this so you can really understand how mortgage notes works. And then you can register for the course. It's a 6-week course. That's Ahmed and his wife. They made over $1 billion. They live in Atlanta. They moved from Prince George County in Maryland. And they're doing it. Boy, are they doing it. And their hearts are amazing. He's a power broker. And so you can go here and take his webinar, and you know you can register for his course. Obviously, you could go just do an instructional webinar. Y'all just register for that webinar whenever you want to, and then you could go take that course, and it'll change your life because it's your long-term money. And so I'm gonna unshit now. Now, Brother Brown and Brother Zach, they're gonna send you that because I know Brother Zach invited a lot of people in tonight too. They're gonna send you their links. And you guys reach out to them as well. Either one, first come, first serve basis. Because remember, guys, an auto BTC is positioning. And this one right here, it's a matrix. If you guys understand a force matrix, y'all should be like, Brother Brown, send me the link right now. Okay? And this one, mirror trading, it's a binary. Okay, see, some people that look, bro, send me a link. That's what they said. It's a matrix, guys. He should have, y'all should be asking for his link right now. Brother Zach link, y'all should be asking for his link right now. And then if you go to this one, Capital X, this one has a matrix and a unilevel. It's a force 3x10 matrix and a unilevel. Okay? And so I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. Man, I'm glad I stopped sharing my screen. My computer's on 19%. Okay. I haven't fully charged it since I got home from the basketball tournament. So, you know, it went out on this earlier. That's it. I want to say this to everybody, and then Brother Brown, you can ask whatever question you want to ask. I want to say this to everybody. And I want to say this. I'm going to be sincere as humanly possible. And I was taught by one of my mentors, and I'm a big advocate of this. Don't do a lot so you don't have to say sorry that much. You know, or you don't have to ask for forgiveness. Because in my house, we don't say sorry. Because when you say sorry to somebody, you control the narrative. But when you ask for forgiveness, you give them an opportunity to forgive you. So in my house, we don't, if I do something and I, you know, get on my wife's nerves, I don't say sorry. I ask for forgiveness because that puts her in a position of power to say, yeah, I forgive you today. I don't feel like forgiving you. But when we say sorry, you say, okay, I'm sorry, and just walk away. How many of y'all done said, I'm sorry to somebody just walked away and you didn't care what they thought about it? Nah, you asked for forgiveness. But I don't even know why I went there. I went there to say, don't do too much so you don't always have to apologize, okay? You know, stay within your lane. You know, keep it tight. Stay within your lane. And so here's the deal. I'm going to give you my advice. And I don't give adults unsolicited advice. If you don't ask me, I don't give you any advice. Because nobody wants unsolicited advice. But I'm just going to tell you what I've done and what I'm doing. And I only could tell my story. Can't tell your story. You saw with your own eyes. I'm making money in Crypto 300. It's very volatile. It could be gone tomorrow. Nobody's lost any money yet. Okay, we don't think anybody's going to lose any money. But I have to say this to you the same way I would say it to my mom. Crypto 300 is volatile. It's high risk. You'll make some money there. I recommend you play around. Don't put any money you can't afford to lose. Cash FX. It's a player. It's major because it'll pay you up to 200% trading, and it'll pay you up to 200% in the comp plan, and the binary and the matrix. That's up to 400%. That's earth shattering. Auto BTC, one-time investment. And this is what I did. I got all my folks who joined Crypto 300. They joined Crypto 300. They joined Cash FX. They joined Auto BTC. Everybody, we just all going along. It's just, they joined them all. Okay, and they're making money in all of them too. Wait till you go back to the Facebook page. So Auto BTC, one-time investment. And your folks do a one-time investment and y'all just keep going level to level to level. Oh, I forgot to say that. Auto BTC pays every hour. I forgot that part. Yeah, see, you just jumped in on that one. Some of these pay every week, some of these pay every day. Auto BTC pays every hour. You could take your commission out every hour. That's staggering. And then you have you don't have the last one, but you have mirror trading, which is compound interest. We all know compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. Well, this is compound profits. Y'all saw how much I made trading that day. Because I'm never taking that money out. That company's based out of South Africa. They're regulated. They're traded. They're solid. They're solid. I'm letting that money just rock and roll. That's another piece of our retirement. Okay, and then you have mortgage notes. That's the most secure out of all these put together. Because we all know they're not making any more land. And when you hold someone's mortgage in their hand, and we never want to kick anybody out their property, if you can avoid to, because that means a lot of self-esteem for people to be a homeowner. And one of my degrees in African American history, the other one's in social work. I travel the world, and I love everybody with the love of God, but I have this affinity to, my folks who haven't always had it right. Are you with me? And so my belief is home ownership is a big deal. Even though your home is a liability, it's a big deal for a lot of people. So in my instance, as I buy these mortgage notes, my goal is to never, ever, ever have to tell Miss Johnson she got to leave her home. We just get to work that mortgage out. Instead of her paying $2,000 a month, which she was paying, we'll drop it down to $1,000 a month. She's still paying me that mortgage for 20 years. Some of you have done a remodification with your mortgage. You didn't know who you were doing your remodification with. It was a private investor, and your bank will never tell you who they are. You're going to be the private investor. You're going to own the note. Or if you get to a point where you say to Ms. Johnson, look, we don't want to kick you out your house, but here's a deed in lieu. I'm going to give you $50,000 to walk away. She walks away from that home, you give her $50,000, she starts all over, so on and so forth. You could do that. Do you put that house on the market or you sell it? Cash money in your pocket. Are you with me? And so my goal is, and this is a selfish goal of mine. It's a very, very selfish goal of mine, is to help as many people become financially free as humanly possible. And that's my goal. And I get joy from people calling me saying, bro, I have no more debt. I paid off my student loan. I don't have a car note. We're in a pandemic. Businesses are closing down. Folks just getting by on stimulus checks. We're the stimulus check. And I don't say that with any arrogance. I say that, giving God all the glory. We done found something. And this hasn't happened for years, guys. We just started on May 31st. I'm not going to tell you, we've been doing this for all these years. No. Some of these companies been around for years. Our group, our 9,500 people got started on May 31st. So, Brother Brian, I don't have anything else to say, man. And I want to say this. And I told Brother Brian, this is the funny part. So he reached out to me. He's like, look, bro, he said, would you mind getting on a webinar with my groups or whatever? And I had to think about it because we didn't know each other yet. And I get people reach out to me all the time. This is the first webinar I've done.
And they won't believe that. I didn't want to say it unless you were going to say it.
I did one PBR because one of my boys were good friends. So I went to his house. He had a whole bunch of people at his house. Man, I almost pulled on my hair. I know I had no hair. I said, I'm not doing this again. And guys, like, I love everybody. Make no mistake about it. I'm a big philanthropist. I give back. I've eaten out of garbage cans at times. Okay, when I grew up, my parents was using drugs. I grew up in the hood. Now my dad's in the military, so we lived in Florida. We lived in North New Jersey. While I have 2 degrees, it wasn't always pretty, okay? And so when people ask for my help, I stand on strong shoulders. And so I truly believe that I stand on strong shoulders, so I want to give help. But in some places where I draw the line now, webinars and PBRs, I'm like, no. But then Brother Brown reached out to me, and I was like, okay. And we talked, and I was like, nah, I'm going to go ahead and jump on here and do this webinar for him. And that's the honest to God truth, because I was like, I don't want to do any more webinars. So I don't know if you can hear me or anything. Are we good?
Yes, sir. No, you're great.
Right?
Absolutely phenomenal. Listen, Mr. Rabu, I don't know if people really, but I have not been asleep. Um, my spirit has been soaring so strong. You've been an answer to a prayer for me. You literally, and I don't want to go into detail. We talked about a lot of it on the phone, but it's one thing for you to show what you're showing, and I know it's real because I'm experiencing it myself. And I already have people that have been in for 24 to 48 hours that are losing their minds as well. I'm talking about high-level pastors, bishops, a few friends of mine, and I stated earlier on my personal Facebook page, if you are a friend of mine, if you are especially a family member of mine, you need to be on this particular webinar and you need to be getting positioned. I've had about 12 people sign up already since he's been talking. My phone is walking across the desk. I'm so thankful for you taking time. I'm so thankful to you answering the call. And I'm more excited about what we're going to accomplish in the future. And you said something. The statement I just said, I watch you make about 5 in the morning. I was going through your videos. So you said something. And for some people, I want everybody to be able to experience this. I want you to be able to experience a lifestyle where it's not about money anymore. See, a lot of you have been in network marketing for a while. You've been grinding. Some of you have made some money. A lot of you haven't really made. Some of you spent more money than you've made. But when I talked about that investors quadrant, guys, it usually takes a lifetime to get to that I quadrant. You should be working on it at all times. Whether you're in the S, self-employed, whether you're in the E, employee, or whether you're a business owner with systems in place, you should always be working on the I quadrant. What you just witnessed, and this is why I said the portal is open. The portal is open. If you've got ears to hear and eyes to see, the portal is wide open. If you are broke at the end of 2020, it is your fault. It's Absolutely. Your fault, period. So one thing I want to stress, Mr. Rabu, sir, you just have no idea. We'll be connecting soon, and I have an opportunity to thank you and take you to get a statement.
You're going to be, I promise you, not to cut you off, but I don't want to wish any tough stuff on you, but for the next 4 to 5 days, you're not going to be able to call me.
Listen,
watch.
I wish I could hold oh my Lord. Guys, I won't do it because y'all will stop the recording. I want to hold my phone up and show y'all. But everybody who's requesting the link, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to focus for a minute because we're going to need, I need to put Zach's link in the chat. If you were invited by Zachary Wise, this presentation, Mr. Rabu Gary, and I need to multitask. I need somebody to type this in the chat for me, okay? So I can finish this closing remark. Let's see, did you Mr. Zachary Wise, I need you to type your link in the chat. If Mr. Zachary Wise invited you, please do not go to my link. I am very serious about this. If you were on his page, if you were invited by a flyer he posted, if you saw anything that Mr. Zachary Wise did, or for that matter, there are other people who also took the flyer and shared it. If you, because I already see somebody that I know's connected to Zach. So if for any reason we're doing this decently in order, whoever you got this information from, please respond to them and get their link. And here's the deal. You just heard Mr. Gary say, everything you need is on that website. This is why you're not only going to want to get signed up when the individual sends you their website, you're going to also want to turn right around and get the website because it's the simple conversation that he said. I am so excited about saying I'm part of a small investors group. Would you like to see the link? Guys, you need to get that right now. It's a wrap.
That's right.
Here's the insane thing. He just showed you that you don't need any. I told you guys, for some of you guys saw my life, I told you, and I wasn't saying it privately, but based on what D. Brown is doing today, right? And Brandy doesn't believe. I'm like, I have my alarm set. My alarm is now set, Mr. Gary, for 7 days a week, 5 minutes after the time I signed up. And I say, baby, come and watch this. Yep. And I get paid now. But not only will I get paid now, I'll do a withdrawal. She's like, that can't be real. That can't
My
be
wife,
real.
my wife, the first 3 weeks, she know I don't do nothing illegal.
Yeah.
Okay? When it comes to going to jail, I'm a punk. Okay, I ain't ratting, but I ain't going to jail. She said, "Baby, this can't be real." So I kept saying to her, right? I said, "Yo, this crazy, this crazy." She said, "No, it's not. It's the new normal."
Wow. Wow.
She said, "Stop saying it's crazy and start saying it's the new normal." Because we were stuck financially in our mind. Our thermostat was stuck. It was stuck, even though, and I don't mind saying this. And one of my network marketing companies, I made $1.4 million in a year.
Yeah.
We went back down, back to like $8,000 a month. I'm just being honest with you, because our financial thermostat was stuck at $8,000 a month. We were in this company called Prepaid Legal Services, and all they talked about was the $100,000 ring, $100,000 ring, $100,000. I ate, slept, and drank the $100,000 ring that it had me brainwashed that I was not. Well, I've always been worthy of more, but my brain, my thermostat was stuck at $8,333 a month. And no matter how much money I made, I found myself back at that $8,333 a month. No matter, but it took me years to break it. It took me, I started network marketing in 2001. It took me to 2016 to break that thermostat. Now my thermostat is set on $100,000 a day. That's the thermostat. And it's not about the money. It's about repositioning that mindset.
That's it. And that's why I literally said the portal is open. But I want to be clear, guys, I want you to follow simple instructions. Please follow simple instructions. I literally, and I think I got Mr. Rabu's, Mr. Gary's attention, because I just went and he sent me the information and I signed up. And he was like, "Well, who referred, who?" And we started that conversation. I said, "No, I did everything you told me to do." Everything you need to know is on the link, the instructional video, and then the sign-up link. The instructional video, then the sign-up link. Just follow the steps. If you have questions, even joining the Facebook group is on the link. It's on Mr. Zach's link. It's on my link. I hope Mr. Wise has posted his link in the chat because there's several people asking.
I know. I know his link. I could read it off.
Yeah, if you do that, I can type it in very quickly.
Okay, his link is
iQuadrant.
His is the Gold Team.
That's right.
The Gold Team. The Gold Team. .unitedinvestors.group. The Gold Team .unitedinvestors.group. You got me?
Yep, yes, sir. I'm typing it in right now. The Gold Team .unitedinvestors. I didn't get that last dot in there.
.group. The Gold Team .unitedinvestors.group. The Gold Team .unitedinvestors.group. It's somebody out there that type faster than you and I. They probably typed it.
I know that's right. You know what? 5 people already got it up. Okay. So if
that's teamwork right there.
You know what I mean? If Mr. Zachary Wise invited you, you go to the Gold Team United Investors Group. If you found it through my Facebook link or I invited you, you go to brownbiz United Investors Group. We're going to keep everything decently and in order. But no, definitely, that's very powerful. And guys, at this point, if you need to go sign up, go do it. But I enjoy talking with Mr. Gary so much, but I know he's a busy person. But that's a very, very powerful statement that your wife made as well. And she got the revelation, because we have to get to a point where we're not shocked about first. And I'm a student, Mr. Gary. Watch this. You're going to know where I got this from. So we can't be shocked about making $100,000 a month. We got to be able to see that. You have to be able to see it behind your eyes, but then get past it. When I hit 120,000 a month, and it was consistent, I had to see. And my mentor told me, Derek, once your brain is stretched, once your experience is stretched, It's like a rubber band. It can't go back. And then I started believing for 100,000 a week. And then I heard you say your goal, and it's going to be hit very soon because I know how close you are to it, 100,000 a day. Guys, you can't be uncomfortable with that. It is your right. You've been in church screaming money coming. You've been tithing, you've been sowing, you've been going through all kind of hell. Don't get uncomfortable when the portal is open and the bag is bursting upon you, and there are simple steps that you have to take. I heard you say, Mr. Gary, that you said something about you're not a lazy entrepreneur, but you said something about where your mindset is. You're just chilling during the day. Do you remember that statement?
I said I'm optimistically lazy because
Optimistic.
I gotta find stuff to do in my day. My wife got a honey-do
Look
list.
at him, y'all.
Lord.
Optimistically lazy. Now, y'all know the man ain't lazy, but optimistically lazy and trying to figure out where he's going to take his family. Where are we going to eat today? You know, and I went to Tesla headquarters with some of my people and test drove the cars at Tesla. We went to Google. We went to Facebook for mind expansion. But you have to understand that this stuff isn't just for those other folks. It's for you. But it's going to be a system and a platform. See, I don't have to be the man. I don't. I'm ready to sit down. I've been looking for someone to teach me. So now I want to feel like I could just cut the top of everybody's head open and just dump this information in. But I knew I had to be humble so I could learn this information. And here comes a young man who told me, he said, you know what? I don't even do three-way. I don't even take. He said, you're the third call I had today. And we talked for 2 hours. Mr. Gary, you don't know this. As we talked so long, I was in my home office. I got hungry. I got in my car and drove 5 miles to Burger King, sat in Burger King, ate, and drove back home, and we were still talking. I was getting calls from pastors, people. I was supposed to be on a conference call and totally forgot. They were like, hey, dude, where were you? I was like, oh, my God. So I know when something is happening because it's supposed to happen. And if this is for nobody else, it's for me. This is for me. I'm going to be a little selfish with, well, I'm obviously not being selfish, blessing, but y'all know what I'm saying. I'm receiving this revelation. I'm excited about what's about to happen. I'm fired up about the people I'm going to be able to bless, not just by giving them monetary blessings, but by positioning them to fish. By positioning them to fish. It is a new day, guys. If you are old school, nobody's more old school than me. That's what I'm telling you. Follow simple instructions. Nobody's more low tech than me. I didn't call this man and ask him one question. I got position. I got position, and I funded every account. I got position and funded every account.
Brother Brown, can I say one thing to you?
Please do, sir.
I have a friend of mine. He's my mentor.
Yes, sir.
He'll never see it, but I told him this. So he's my mentor, big brother of mine. He probably makes, put like this, he had to pay $700,000 in taxes last year.
Wow.
That's 1 year's salary. So he signed up. He's brilliant. He's a food scientist. He designs food. When you go into the grocery store, everything on the outside is fresh. Everything in the middle is made.
Yeah.
He does the middle. Man, I told him, I said, you don't ask me more. I said, you're smarter than anybody I know. You don't ask me all these questions and questions and questions and questions. I said, bro, I got people who they only work on their phone. They don't even have a computer. You got a computer lab in your house. I'm like, why you keep asking me all these questions? So it's a blessing that you didn't. If you'd have reached out, we'd have chatted, but you didn't call for anything. You just did the thing, and I'm excited about that. It means a lot to me. So
most definitely, I thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we don't want to overcook your grits, and I want to let Mr. Gary go. We're having a phenomenal time. This has been recorded, and if I get Mr. Gary's permission, I'll go ahead and post it as well. Probably clip it a little bit at the beginning and the end so people can get the meat. And I don't know if we'll do this again. I really don't. I want to say I almost want to throw it out there and say maybe Mr. Wise and myself, but I'd have to lean on him because I wouldn't be able to walk through what Mr. Rabu just showed you. I want to tell you I'll be back next Sunday at 8 o'clock, but it would depend on y'all. Let me do this. We've got almost 200 people on here. If like 75 people maybe ask Mr. Gary if he can make himself available for maybe 30 or 40 minutes.
Here's the thing. I'll be on a yacht. I'll be on a yacht cruise in Mexico at a white.
Oh, see?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, I leave Mexico Thursday. It's something that we've done since we started to make a little bit of money, and I recommend everybody do this. Once you start making a little bit of money, because everybody don't think the way you think. When you go on vacation, let your family members and friends who haven't experienced the big house and all that stuff, let them come stay in your house. People that you know ain't gonna go into your file cabinet. You know what I mean?
That's
so
deep.
That way, when you on vacation, you have them come to your 5-bedroom, 2-acre, blah blah blah, and they chill here. You see what I'm saying? So they get a break from where they're at while you on vacation. That's the way we give back. You know. Yeah, but people who you know ain't gonna go in your sock drawer. You know what I mean? So,
Where's that Rolex I had tucked in the back of the drawer?
Exactly. Right.
You done got me again. But no, guys. This and here's the thing. I'm actually glad he's doing that because it would go against what we actually say. You guys know how I roll. You guys know I do several webinars a day. So what we're going to do is we're going to let the system do what it does. You inbox Mr. Wise, you inbox myself. If you know me personally, you have my number, just text me real quick. I'm going to get you the link, get position, and Mr. Wise and I will figure out what we're going to do in reference to that. Here's the deal. Once you're signed up, join not until you're signed up. Do not try to plug into the Facebook group until you're fully in. And you need to plug into all 5 platforms, guys. All 5 of them. Everything you need to know is on the link. Trust me. So you have a United Investors Group is the Facebook page. You'll see that on the link. But then you have United Investors Group setup. Guess where you go if you got questions about getting set up on my link or Zach links. You go to United Investors Group setup. Did I say that correctly, Mr. Gary?
Yes, sir. And the setup questions in there, you good to go.
That's it, because you do not want to ask a setup question on United Investors Group.
That's just testimonies there, welcoming people.
There you go. So, guys, I know my phone is going to be ringing all night. I prefer that you can reach it. You know me. If the only reason why you can never call me too late, if I'm asleep, guess what? I won't pick up. That's always been my claim to fame. And you will get a call back. You already know that. You will get a response. So if you want the link, please get it. I'm looking at my phone right now. I'm not going to have a lot of time to chat, but I will give you a call back. Again, just request it. If Mr. Zachary Wise referred you, you make sure you go to the Gold Team .united. You got it. It's in the chat. I don't want to mess it up, but his username is the Gold Team. So make sure you hit him up. All right, guys. God bless Mr. Garrett. Thank you so much. Let your lovely wife and family know we said hello. And their new brother will be coming to eat at their table soon after you guys get back from Mexico.
Vice versa. So my daughter thinks about going to school in Atlanta. She wants to go to HBCU. She has good grades. She's thinking about playing basketball.
Man, yeah.
So we might be knocking on the door.
There you go. Do it anytime, brother.
Right,
we'll chat soon. God bless now. Oh, if you could stop that recording, that'd be great.
I got to make you a host too. Hold on.
Okay.
You got to end it on your end.
Okay.
So you can stop the recording and you can end.
Stop recording.
Yeah.
Let's see. Stop cloud recording.